It's Wednesday, time for our weekly trip to the new zoo.
Neil Anderson joins us live from Swamico this morning, and it looks like those cygnets made their way from their nest.
Well, good morning, guys, and you know, we talked about that earlier. This is another first, you know, in their step from the basically from the nest into that big world out there that's the pond. And of course, for them, the only thing they basically knew was that 6 foot in diameter nest when they were hatched out on Monday, and that's normal. What they'll do is normally they wait, you know, for about 2 days, and basically what that is to go ahead and also get a good bond with mom. But in addition to that, it's a process that takes place to make sure that all the eggs are hatched, and those that don't, they're not going to hatch, and then they can feel comfortable leaving the nest. Now, there's been 9 eggs that were laid by the female, and you can see we have 8. Now, that was a record last year. We had 8 cygnets, and this year, of course, that tied the record. So it's fantastic news for the trumpeter swans and conservation efforts in North America, because the 8 that we had last year in the fall, they went to the state of Iowa, and they're returned back to the wild. And I can say this, that we have over 40 birds from the new zoo have been placed back in the wild in the state of Iowa, and we're really proud to be a part of their trumpeter swan restoration program. And you see now they're learning, like say, to go ahead and feed. You can see they're hungry now. They'll be feeding on little insect larvae and algae and aquatic plants, and they need to put on 20% of their body weight a day. And they start off at about 6 ounces, and they'll be adult size in about 3 months.
Now, Neil, when they made their way to the pond, did they have any hesitation jumping in, or are they just ducks to water, as they say?
Ducks, that's exactly, Doug, it is like ducks to water. Right away, they know what they need to do in there, and it's the first. It's always fun to watch that whole process. We kind of knew that today was going to be the day that they'd be out in the pond, but I got to show you this too. You know, we've got little cygnets here. We got babies popping up all over the zoo. Great time to visit the zoo, but check these little ones in. They came in Monday as well. These are little Lynx kittens.
Oh, really?
Now, our Lynx exhibit has been empty. We had an older pair that passed on over the years, and what we ended up doing is Carmen went up to Minnesota and picked these little Lynx kittens up. We have a little male, a little female, and they're unrelated, and hopefully, you know, down the road they'll have their own little Lynx family. But you can see how cute these little guys are. They're only about 3 weeks, between 3 and 4 weeks old. When they're born, their eyes are closed, and actually their ears are folded down. The ears are kind of folding up right now, as you can see. But, you know, what's interesting with Lynx, you can see the little tufts on their ears, and even when they're this small, they have these little tufts. We really don't know what those tufts are for, if they're kind of, you know, serve a purpose like whiskers, or help them to hear a little bit better. But these little ones here are going to be up in the animal hospital, and Carmen will be taking care of them. Very similar to what we did with the lions, and eventually they'll be on exhibit. But aren't these little ones cute?
They are so cute. And when we check back in with you later, Neil, we'll have to ask you, you know, just how big they're going to get.
That's right.
All right, Neil.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.